I'm on social media. I do feel the need and sort of the pressure to be on social media for my job to help promote, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
Social media essentially is a currency when I don't get to be somebody like Charles Barkley. I still have to use it all the time. But my husband's like you, where he doesn't use it at all. And what he's so much better offered. He's like, it's basically like as if you've given a bunch of random people your phone number and now they have this access to you to just tell you these horrible things.
Well, what bothers me about it, Renee, is the fact that just because your life sucks, you don't have to go after other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because if you, to my thing is, if you're successful, I've never said to myself, hey, you know what? Things are going good. I'm working hard, but let me go on the internet and comment on somebody else's life. Well, like, nah, man, if you're busy and you're successful, you're doing your own thing.
Yes. Yes.
But I've never felt the need like, hey, let me drop what I'm doing right now and take a shot at somebody. It's like that, and that's what it is. It has become.
It is.
And
no, it's
yeah.
crazy and it's exhausting. I think that sometimes too, like this is like sort of an aside, but I had just hired this contractor to come in and paint our house. He did a terrible job, was like late. He left early. I'm like, I'm going to write this guy such a bad review. I can't believe how bad this was. And like, I still never did because like I don't have time to. I don't have time to, and I don't care enough to. So when there's people that actually do have the time to just like go on and spew like hateful things at people, how do you like, yeah, go outside and touch the grass, call your mom, call your dad, reach out, like get a life.
They don't have a life. That's
No.
why they're such losers. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, you know what? Let me sit around and look at the internet. And let me just harass somebody, first of all, who's probably successful. Because that's the one thing, like when you're successful, you have to accept the fact that, man, a lot of people, because their life sucks, they're going to take shots at you.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to learn like, oh, I can't make everybody happy. And I'm going back to like 1986, 87, when I first started becoming a star. I was like, oh, okay. There's people who just don't like you, but they just dislike you because their life sucked. They ain't never met you. They know that you're good at your job, but I guess they feel empowered. Like, let me write something down. I says, hey guys, never gonna do the internet, no Twitter,
So
no
smart.
Instagram, no Facebook. Like,
would it bother you though? Did it ever bother you during your career if say a journalist or somebody, you know, wrote something out in print or somebody said something on television? Would that stuff get to you a bit?
Well, you got to understand that the television stuff is relatively new, where we have all these jackasses on television in the morning and they just give their opinion. That was way back. The first thing I ask myself when a guy write an article about me, you have to look at me and say, wait, well, I did play bad, so I really can't go at the dude. So that's the first thing.
At that point, though, right?
Yeah, that's what I tell every guy, because, you know, I talk to guys all the time. I said, first thing you ask yourself, is it true? And you can't get mad if a guy like, you did play like shit last night. What do you want me to get on TV and say you played great? Everybody just saw you. Because players and coaches call me all the time, which is fine. I'll explain. I'll explain why I said it. And they're like, okay. I said, I'm curious though. Why you never call me when I say positive stuff about you? I was like,
nope.
Because that's like, Renee, that's like my personal favorite. I can say 9 great things about a guy. He only calls me on the one bad thing I said about it. And that's probably the only time I get really pissed. I'm like, yo, man, I've said 9 great things about you. And you called me and questioned me on the one thing that was legitimate. And, but no, I don't worry. Like I say, the first thing you ask yourself is, a criticism fair? And I don't even mind criticism. The one thing I will never stand for, if a guy write a story about me that's not true, I'm gonna definitely call him out on that. You know, because like I always have this saying, I haven't done half the shit they said I did. Now, some of it, I'll raise my hand. I've done some crazy stuff. And yes, but like sometimes, like, yo, man, that did not happen. That's not true. Because that's the one thing about our business. Everybody has an opinion about you when you're in the limelight. And that goes from y'all business, that goes to my business, the NFL. Everybody has an opinion about you. And that's just how it is. I don't take it personally.
Yeah, no doubt. Did you ever have a hard time when you were breaking into the broadcast side of things? I mean, I know you've been doing it for so long now and one of the absolute best to do sports broadcasting. Did you have any issues when you were first doing it, though, of being critical of players that you knew? Were you like hesitant of like, I know I've been in their shoes before, or like
100%? Because I don't go to work saying a guy's gonna suck on television. I want all these guys, because I consider them part of my family. You know, I consider, like, I want them to do well. I want them to play great basketball. I want everybody to be safe and healthy. But listen, I still have to do my job.
Yeah.
If I always tell people, dude, that's the way this thing works. If you play great, I'm gonna talk bad about you. If you play bad, I'm gonna talk bad about you. I mean, it's good and bad. There's no in between.
Yeah.
And I say, and it's nothing personally either way. I said, but that's the way this sports thing works. Whether it's a newspaper guy, a television guy, if you play great, everybody's going to talk great about you. But if you play bad, they're going to talk bad about you. We're not doctors, we're not lawyers, we're not college professors. It's a very simple thing. If you play good, we're going to talk good about you. If you don't, we're going to talk bad. It's that simple.
So just don't suck. Don't suck, and no one will have to talk any shit.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Hey, they know, because we've had guys say, listen, we on national television tonight, we on TNT. I'm not giving Charles or Shaq or Kenny a chance to say anything bad about me. Guys have said that in the interviews. It's like, yeah, I want to play well tonight because I know those guys in the studio are going to be killing me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. You got to set the bar, set the precedent, let people know that that's what they get. Should they shit the bed during a game, that you will bring it up on the broadcast.
Hey, listen, as a fan right now, you think about this weekend, you see how they're just shitting all over Pat Mahomes. Like, and that's the thing. I mean, but hey, Renee, that's the way this thing is.
Yeah.
If he had won that game, we'd be talking about, oh man, he's gonna be the next greatest thing since sliced bread. That's the deal we make with, as I say, I had a friend of mine. We're playing golf this summer. Really great friend of mine, named John Spagnola. He played pro football for a long time. He had just gotten a couple new body parts, and I was like,
upgrade, tune it up.
Yeah, no, but he had a great point. And he said, I said, would you change anything? He says, hell no. Is this a deal you make with the devil? Yeah. And that's kind of like when you play football, that's the deal you make. But it's kind of like being in the limelight. This is the deal you make with the devil. And it's just, as I always say, it beats working for a living. I always said that. I do. Amen. I says, hey, I do. I said, yo, man, them 9 to 5s where you work like 50, 60 hours a week and bless you for doing it, but you make some money. Like, I would never want to do that. I'd rather have people talking bad about me and make a lot of money.
Yes, 100%. Sign me up for that.